Our next common geoprocessing tool is the buffer, and we want to apply a 75-foot buffer around this portion of this stream where we're going to be working. And within 75 feet of this stream, we have different regulations around forest management. It is the riparian zone, managed differently, so we maintain shade on the stream. So I have to select this in order to apply the tool just to this section, because this part, this river, gets a 250-foot buffer, and these smaller streams get 75 feet. So I have to select this one and apply the tool here. So select. Oh no, we've selected the township. That's because we've still got this checked here. So because that's selected, we have to move over here. This is the clipped portion of the stream. So let's clear that selection here. Select by click, hold, drag, release a box, and there's that. We've missed a bit here. We've got some extra. Let's try that again. Let's try that. And now we have some options here where we've really want to get this part too, but when we're drawing a rectangle or a square, we keep getting this edge here. So we can select features by polygon or freehand. Let's try freehand. So click and hold. Click once and release. And there it is. So click once, release. That's different from some other software I'm used to using. So there's that. That's not what I wanted. So let's go ahead, make that selection. That's what I want to see. That's what I want buffered. So now, vector, geoprocessing tools, buffer. And I've got my input layer here is the clipped stream. I want to use the selected features only. I want the units to be in feet, and I want a distance of 75 feet. And now I'm going to keep the rest the same, and I'm going to say go ahead and create me a temporary layer, run. Done, closed. So that is the 75-foot buffer. Let's see how that looks. So, interesting. Because I didn't check that dissolve box, each segment of this stream got its own different buffer. So let's try that again. Let's uncheck that. We've still got this selection made. Vector, geoprocessing tools, buffer. Now I'm going to see how it's changed my input layer here. I want to use clipped, and I can use this drop-down menu to select anything. And I still want to use the selected features only. 75 feet, not meters. And I want to dissolve the result. So let's run that and see what happens. There we go. That's what we want to see. Where before we had that, now that dissolves, so you see how that is all blended together. These are all within 75 feet of a stream, and that's 3 stream segments coming together. I don't want that separation there. That's not important to me. This is what's important to me. This is what has the difference in regulation. Doesn't matter if it's near 2 streams or near 1 stream. So that's the one we'll work with. And let's change that. So we have simple fill. I want a fully transparent. So I'm changing that opacity slider all the way to the left, 0%, meaning completely clear. I could also use that drop down and say transparent fill. And then I want the stroke color to be blue. Blue makes good sense. Or I could use something a little brighter blue to separate from the stream itself, which is also normally blue. So there we go. So now we have this stream, which is selected, therefore yellow. When things are selected, they change color. In this case, that color is yellow. So there's our stream line. There's our buffer around that stream. So that is where we would go and check and make sure the stream is where we think it is. But if that's where the stream is, that is where the 75-foot buffer ought to be. So there is that. And now for this part of the assignment, I would like you to clip the streams layer to one of the townships and then buffer a selection of that stream. So select some small portion, doesn't have to be this one, can be anywhere in the state. But go ahead and show me a screenshot that shows the clipped streams and then the buffered selected stream.